So, Lawbringers are frustrating for a number of reasons, but there's one that I never hear anybody talk about, though I'm sure I'm not the only one who has this problem. The cycling mech rotates one chamber whenever you prime it, but two chambers whenever you manually rotate it by hand. The closest chamber that you can actually load is 2 off the center. So not this one right here. That's not accessible because of this little ridge, but this one. So if you were to actually load this one, and you were to cycle it into position, then it's in the firing chamber. And then as soon as you prime it, it's now skipped past. And when you try to pull it back into position, it's now right before, and it cannot actually get into the firing chamber, which is incredibly annoying when you're in the middle of an actual fight. So what you have to do is you actually have to prime here, or rather load here, then cycle, then prime. Load into the middle chamber on the left, then cycle it so that it's sitting one chamber off the firing chamber, and then prime to bring it in line. So why it's done this way, I don't know. I suspect it has something to do with the larger, probably considerably heavier 12-round cylinder as opposed to the regular 5-round cylinder. But even that doesn't seem to solve its problems. This thing skips quite a bit. But if you can get it to work right, and I probably can't here, this thing always jams up on me whenever I'm trying to do anything useful with it. But let's see if this actually works. And this isn't a fluke. Every Lawbringer I've had does this. Let's see if I can get it to rapid fire. The reason that this thing, in theory, can rapid fire better than a hammer shot is because you can stabilize it against your shoulder and with your offhand so that your main hand is not having to grip. And when it doesn't have to grip, it can just float and you can just go back and forth between hammer, trigger quite quickly. Let's see if I can do this. Of course it jammed. I hate this thing so much more than other crappy blasters because I want to love it. This is just such a beautiful Fallout-looking blaster. I really like the idea of sci-fi westerns, and so just pisses me off in a way that very few other blasters can. Let's try this again. And it jammed. You know what? The Lawbringer sucks, but now you know how to load it. Yay.